Hey there, folks. Christopher Lakeborn here, filming in front of a live studio audience, actually. Yes. I have a Zagan Rex off camera here. He's trying not to laugh his ass off. All right, so today's been a funny-ass day. Had to deal with a very amusing individual. I know he's actually live streaming right now with Anna Menora. This guy is... I don't know how to describe it. It is absolutely comical. So this guy thought he was going to troll me, TST, and a few others. And, he decided that he was going to use a picture of me as well as some video content from my last video. He used a picture of me from my Facebook page as the thumbnail. He didn't edit it. He didn't do anything to it. And then he used actual footage of my video, my last YouTube video, like 3 minutes, 30 seconds of content in his video. And oh my God. So I hit him with a copyright strike, I'm sorry, you can criticize people, you can do whatnot. He didn't even mention my name in the video, wasn't mentioned in the contents or anything. He just made some sort of offhanded remark that all video content with respect to the original creators, he didn't name anybody. Sorry, you can't do that. That's not giving credit. That's still avoiding fair use. You gotta credit people properly and link to them and make sure they get all, it's a process. But he used 3.5 minutes of one of my videos, and I slapped him with a copyright complaint. And this guy, I want to say his name, but at the same time, I don't want to say his name. Cameron! Sorry. Wow! Oh, shit, damn allergies. Sorry about that. Fucking allergies all over the place. Spring's hitting here in South Carolina, and it just comes out of nowhere. And the death. See, it just comes out of nowhere. Anyway, so need to get a drink here. Here, talking to you, kid. Anyway, so this guy, he uses my copyrighted material. I file a copyright complaint with YouTube. Okay, so I list what material that he used that's actually copyrighted and my personal content and whatnot. And they took it down. They actually sided with me. They're independent checkers. They took it down off of his page. They hit him with a copyright strike. They sided with me. And, one of the things this guy is talking about is how real Satanists don't go around acting like a crybaby or whatnot. They go do it. They do something and that's it. He sends me a little email. He sends it through our STS email, which is controlled by a couple of different people, and somebody snagged it, and then they forwarded it to me, and And he actually had a conversation with him, and at one point he thought he was talking to me, but then it turned out he wasn't. And he's crying. He's crying about the fact that we hit him with a copyright complaint. I'm sorry, but you take someone's material, you don't credit them properly, you don't ask for permission, and you don't expect them to get any royalties off of it, you don't make any sort of deals with them to use their material in collaboration or anything like that. And shit's gonna happen, when you're in this industry, you've got to understand copyright law. And that's one of the things. that this guy just doesn't seem to get. So he sends us emails, and I've read all the emails, by the way, and he's saying that our ego was hurt and everything. That's why we did it and whatnot. And then on his Facebook page, he posts this big long crybaby post, and oh my god, I cannot even fathom the idiocy of this. And we were just watching a little bit of him with Anna Minora in their live stream, and he, in his post, he's talking, he's apparently saying that he's ONA and whatnot. I know ONA guys. I know guys who's part of the 218 current, and you know, I've hung around with guys like that are hardcore in it, and dude, you wouldn't even last 2 fucking seconds with them. I mean, wow. I mean, I don't have any problem with gay people. You know, STS's Grand Archon is a gay guy. The head of our security, he's a gay guy. We have other gay members and whatnot, so I'm not bashing on them. I'm not going to bash on gay people, but when you present yourself as being this big rough and tumble dude that supposedly you've been in federal prison, I don't know why you would say that publicly, and then go trying to align yourself publicly with the Order of the Nine Angles, which is federally marked as a terrorist organization, a potential terrorist organization, and you claiming that you've been in federal prison, so you have a federal criminal record. Why would you say that in person in one of your posts? And then on top of that, in their live stream that we were just watching, I had to stop after this because, you know, I knew they were going to say further things that was just going to incriminate themselves, and I'm like, I don't want this sort of responsibility or whatnot. But why would you tell me that your family members are smuggling, and why would you do it in a live stream, smuggling firearm ammunition through TSA, smuggling a whole magazine, a loaded magazine of ammunition through TSA? Why would you say that on a live stream when you have a federal record and are affiliating with ONA? Why would you say that publicly? Come on! Use your brain! You know, people watch these live streams, people watch our videos. Satanism itself is not always that widely accepted, and people think that we're up to no good. I mean, when you're talking to people who sit there and they have skull chalices on their damn altars, you know, people tend to get a little squirrely about that. And you're running around saying in a public live stream, oh yeah, I got family members smuggling ammunition through TSA, and TSA didn't do a damn thing about it. What? That just means that the feds are going to be looking at you even more seriously now. What sort of idiot are you? Oh my goodness. See, I don't have a problem mentioning Anna Minora. I don't have a personal beef with her. I know she's done other things. In some circles, she's considered a pariah. In other circles, she's well loved. Obviously, you're loving her pretty well yourself. That's your business, dude. No judgment whatsoever, you know. If anything, that just gives you extra kudos that you're not quite as, well, in a direction you seem to present yourself as. But seriously, dude, if you're going to sit there and try to say, oh, I've lived a hard life, I've got this rock hard body and whatnot, and I've been to federal prison, you may not want to have people looking at you with this effeminate hair flip, sitting there vaping and talking like a flamer. I'm not trying to bash you, dude. Legitimately, I'm not. This is actually constructive criticism. I know you say that you've had plenty of people come at you before and whatnot, and if they have, much respect to you for actually still being here. I'm not gonna bash you on that, man. But dude. Yeah. So I will be releasing the rest of the emails to the STS members. We showed them the first email. They thought it was absolute hilarity. I'm not even gonna go. And mind you, I do it in a private setting, so I'm not out there. I'm not going to be posting this stuff publicly. Unlike Mr. I'm not sure I want to say his name. Unlike this individual who thinks he's all that and whatnot, and wants to sit there and say, that I'm being the crybaby because I filed a copyright complaint. I'm going to be honest here. The dude's video, he was making good points in. I'm going to say that very publicly. There was a lot of things that he actually did make some rock solid points in. And I don't have a problem with that. He didn't name any names. He wasn't saying, oh, this individual and this individual. No. He didn't say any names. And with that, he was completely respectful. And he has a right to his opinions. And, if it wasn't for the fact that, he took my content, we wouldn't have slapped him with a copyright claim. If it wasn't for the fact that he put my image, a copyrighted private piece of artwork that I used for my personal imagery on my Facebook page, if he hadn't taken that and used it as his thumbnail, which means that which really indicated using over 3.5 minutes of my personal content, of me talking just like I am now, and then putting my picture as a thumbnail. If he had just had a background of the image and it was just, or doing what some of these guys do, and they play a Twitch game while they're talking and whatnot, I wouldn't have had a beef with it. I would have agreed with him with a lot of what he said, because a lot of what he said was actually really good information. And the thing is a lot of what he said made sense. And so I had no beef with that whatsoever. And that's genuine. But when you start putting people's images into your videos, when you start taking their content and putting them in your videos, putting them as your thumbnails, it doesn't matter if it's TST, it doesn't matter if it's me, it doesn't matter if it's EA Coetting or anybody else, because there was like 4 people or 4 things that he used for that video. And I'm the only one who copyright struck him, but honestly, he could have been slapped with numerous copyright strikes all over the place. And he could have lost his channel from that. And he only needs 2 more copyright strikes to lose his channel. Which is what really sucks is his channel hasn't even been up for 2 weeks. He hasn't even been posting videos for like 2 weeks. And he's already got a copyright strike. So that means, YouTube's going to be looking at him and whatnot. And yeah, so yeah, that's going to be something he needs to think about. That's pretty much it. You can't be doing that. You need to be careful when you're being a critic to people. I mean, it's all right to be a critic. It's all right. I mean, you can call me fat or whatnot. You can do I can actually take that. That's not a problem. You can criticize that you don't like my books, that you don't like what STS does, that you think I'm whatever else. I can actually take that. But don't take my content. You can criticize me as an individual all you want, all day long. I get that all the time. Hell, you flat out said in your one post, you get it all the time. We all get criticized. Just don't steal people's private content. And that's exactly what this individual did. And now he's crying about getting caught at it and slapped with copyright. There is a reason why copyright is a thing that we Satanists need to know about. Understanding copyright law enables us to protect ourselves as well as do things that most people wouldn't be able to do or think that they could do. Understanding copyright, it's what enables us to write books and use fair use content and understand how to use it. This guy, he was just simply saying, oh, I was educating people, and so that underneath that's fair use. Not really. Under fair use, you are limited to like a small amount of video content, photographic content and whatnot. Images can literally be on the screen for no more than a handful of seconds. And when you use that, you are still supposed to cite the source by name and say that, this stuff is protected via copyright because you need to protect that individual's copyright. There's a whole string of things that you need to do, and this guy didn't do them. So, yeah, that's what we got for you today. Again, I'm not going to promote this guy. I know he's out there running his mouth about me right now. I have no doubt he's probably sitting next to Anna Menorah as I'm filming this, running his mouth about me, and whining and complaining and crying that he got copyright struck by me. That's the name of the game. You use somebody else's shit, you don't have their permission, you get copyright struck. Our people in STS, we're more than willing to work with a lot of other people. We're willing to work for royalties. If you make enough money to provide royalties, then we'll be like, okay, anywhere between 15 to 20%. Sometimes we'll even go lower. You can use some of our content under permission. Or if you want to pay us a commission fee, I'm willing to work with people, for a commission fee to create original content for a person's channel. I mean, I think most people who do YouTube are willing to do that, as long as there's a little something, some sort of kickback towards them, It's just good business. And at the end of the day, that's mostly what this is for most of us content creators. This is a business. This is part of our livelihood. Either we're promoting our books, or we're promoting ourselves, we're promoting music, other things that we create. It could be jewelry, it could be clothing, it could be even a different passion for us, such as being a sailor or working in an animal preserve. This platform right here is part of our business, and even though we may not make money off of this platform at times, I know I certainly don't. I haven't hit 1,000 subscribers yet. We still use this platform to promote our other businesses and make money in other ways. So we can take royalties in different ways. We can work for any other thing to promote ourselves. But when you start taking our stuff, that's cutting into our business. And it would be the same if I took some of his video content and tried to claim fair use on it. That would be cutting into his business. It would be the same if I wrote a book and I did not cite my source, and I, took, half of another person's book that's copyright infringement. That's plagiarism. You still have to cite your source, but if you change it up to a certain degree and you're very careful about it, you can actually get away with it. So it's understanding copyright law, use your head and whatnot. This is a business for all of us, and yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that. Thank you for being with me and my live audience. We definitely appreciate you, and we definitely appreciate your opinions and whatnot. Once again, I'm going to say one more time, I can take criticism. Just don't take my content. You can criticize me up and down, left and right, whatever. And I could take it with the best of them. I've been doing it for longer than this guy's probably been alive. So, that being said, thank you all for joining us tonight. You have a good evening. Like, share, subscribe. You know the routine. And if you want to say something, tell me in the comments down below. Until next time, my name is Lucifer Lake of Warden with Zagan Rex in the background. And we are out of here.